Hello and welcome back to Game Start. I'm your host Bardic Knowledge, and I had a fun time this past week. Is around the Sunday after my previous recording, which was the Saturday after Bloodstained came out, um, my computer's hard drive apparently decided that was the perfect time to just start dying. I managed to save all of my personal files by taking it to a guy who knew what he was doing. But I lost all of my programs, like my games and everything like that. So, I had to re-download everything, and there's still a few games downloading now. Redo all the settings for OBS, which hopefully I've gotten them close to what Munderwhat's put them as, because when he was over that Saturday when we recorded a bit of Stardew Valley, he changed a whole bunch of stuff around. I remembered a little bit of it. That's why the fan keeps cutting out whenever I'm not talking. Though I think I've got the audio output set up just right that you can't hear the fan while I'm talking, while I'm recording with sound. And, I guess you probably want to get to the game pretty quick. I do too. But, I just want to let everyone know what's going on. And, well, I guess that's all I have to say. Oh, wait, that's right. Because the save file for my gameplay there was mostly lost. I had to pick up from the save point before I went after Bloodless and do all of that again. I made sure, mostly, to not go places I hadn't already been while recording. But I did manage to stumble into one place I hadn't been yet accidentally and found a new demon that's a little eyeball floating in smoke. That's all I know of that area at the moment. But I did a bunch of grinding, did a bunch of item stuff. I've been playing it on Switch, too, since I got that in the mail. I am so glad I decided to record the PC version instead. The Switch version is so full of bugs. Like in the towers, I got the MP max up, dropped down to grab the treasure chest, and I was standing half on the floor. I walked back a ways, and suddenly fell all the way through. It came out a week later. How is it so much buggier? It's also crashed on me like 3 times. So if you're playing the Switch version, or planning to play the Switch version, because this is probably coming out a month or so after after the whole game's been out. I don't know, I'm not sure what our upload rate's gonna be. But if you're planning on getting it, hopefully by that point they'll have fixed a ton of bugs. Anyways, I've eaten up 3 minutes of your time, so let's get right to the game, shall we? There may have been a bit of lag there because I just tabbed into the game, but well, hopefully it's actually working. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead, and if it's not working properly, then I'll talk about it at the start of the next episode. So, anyways, let's get this game back in action. I've also discovered, in the process of playing the Switch version and catching back up to where I was, that the spiral sword is actually really good for getting what do I need to grab pickpocket. I want to upgrade that as much as possible. Because I currently have Tengen Toppa there, but I'm going to switch that out. No, I'm going to switch out... I need one more shortcut, dang it. Because I want to switch out one of these for, basically grinding for items. Oh, yes, that's right. I also remember I found out where to get black pepper, and it is in the laboratory at the far right side of the castle in a chest. You cannot... It does not drop. Though, speaking of, the, oh, that's not supposed to be Caraboss, that's supposed to be, Italian. Speaking of the train... Why are you... Oh, because I lost my train of thought. But, that's right, I made that upbeat heat because Gurren Lagann... Anyway, did my audio change? Nope, I guess not. Ha! I am the shadow, the true self. Anyways, in trying to find out how to find the black pepper, I discovered the existence of demon number 44. Which apparently you have to do something very special to gain access to. And let me switch to my mobility thing, because if you need to move, you get to move real fast with that. Because apparently in order to find this 44th demon, you have to sit in that chair on the train until he appears. And then you fight him, and I ground until I got his... actually, no, I only had to fight him once in the Switch version. But I did discover... I fought him like 3 times, I think, in my build-up, getting back to where I was in this. And, wow, I'm just losing my train of thought all over. Come on. And I haven't gotten his shard yet in this, but I did just develop a good way to fight him. If you'll jump down here. And it's important to make sure that that assassin is gone when you do so. So, I will switch to ranged and have a seat. So, we'll be sitting here looking out the windows for a few minutes, because that's what you have to do to summon the guy. Now, what I've read is that its name is Kune-Kune, and it's basically the Japanese version of Slender Man. Though it doesn't look anything like him, which is fair, because Slender Man's only, what, like 2 decades old now, I think? I'd have to do more research into that. But, actually, I'd be interested in reading up on some of the legends of that particular yokai. I suppose it's a good thing they didn't have it in Ghost Stories. Though Ghost Stories is funny, though rather out of date. And is the minimap moving slowly? I think it is. Huh. So you're actually making progress on the minimap while you're on the train. Or not. Nope, you're not. Never mind. Okay, he should be showing up pretty soon now. Soon as the camera turns into an eye. That was damn good timing. Oh, that's number 3. I've been keeping track of that. And run. Because if he hits you, he will curse you, having your HP, and then he does, like, spike, or damage equal to, spikes. So massive damage. And then just... Booyaka on screen! Though he's not worth terribly much otherwise. Alright, back to mobility, and let's go to the end of the train. Because if you want to get somewhere fast, you get this spear. And you learn penetration. What's this spear called again? Gondol Shizunori. And boom! Now I could fight him again on the way back, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get on. Ooh, my MP is in horrible condition. And I've been trying to get all of these, and you know what, actually? let's go to the teleporter and see if I can get more black pepper. Excuse me. Because that treasure chest is apparently the only place you can get it, and that is silly. There, I don't want to lose that progress. Oh, also, in doing some research, I discovered that Caraboss does have a second ability of sorts, in that she will find hidden walls and such for you when she's just floating about. Which is neat, but I've found most of my hidden doors without any help, just because I've played a lot of Symphony of the Night and the Chronicles of Sorrow, so I kind of know Igavanius fairly well. So let's see if I can make it... Oh. I was gonna say, see if I can make it to the teleporter fast enough to end the episode there, which isn't looking terribly likely, but you never know sometimes. Also, I think the spear is currently my best weapon. Oh, this is a much better place to farm Guzians than the other place I was in. Let's get all you guys out. Because I've discovered the technique that you learn with the Raikiri is ridiculous. There we go. It's basically Zantetskin. Like, the best mass kill move in a Final Fantasy. But yeah, this is the chest that I found the black pepper in. Yep, there it is. Oh, bollocks. Anyway. So much speed. And there we are. A bit early to end the episode, though. So, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be going back down into the Forbidden Waterway, though it appears I have some guys to turn in. Also, I don't know why there's quest markers in the room where you fight Craftwork, but they're there. Oh, and I forgot to do some off-screen grinding for that stuff. I discovered that Pickpocket is actually pretty good. And, so I'm going to be upgrading that to full, because it's actually pretty easy to get the stuff for that. And then the Words of Wisdom I can get up to rank 6 with almost no problem whatsoever. So I'll go save, end the episode, go do all that grindy stuff, and then come back and head down to the Forbidden Waterway. Or I'll head down to the waterway, then come back. That'll work. So, till the next, live well.